Hi, my loves, and welcome to Motherhood on Filtered Thursday. My name is Sissy Denike. So today we're having one of those real honest talks about motherhood. No fluff, no filters. Just me sharing the things I wish I knew before stepping into this crazy, exhausting, beautiful world of being a mom. Motherhood is like being handed the most beautiful, precious gift with no instruction. Some days you know what you're doing, and some days you have absolutely no clue on what to do. You just learn as you go. So grab yourself a cup of tea or whatever you're sipping on, and let me tell you 10 things I wish somebody told me about motherhood. Experience is the best teacher. I always say motherhood is something you can never explain to someone until they experience it. No matter how much questions you ask, no matter how many videos you've watched, no matter how many online research you've done or classes you've attended, nothing can beat you experiencing motherhood yourself, because for everybody the experience is different. I already thought I got it figured out to an extent, not up until my baby is crying and I have no clue of what she wants. There are days where you feel like, oh my God, I think I know what I'm doing, or I think I figured it out, and the next day, boom, you don't even know what you're doing. Yesterday's experience is different from today's experience. I always say something like, every day your baby wakes up is a new experience. So even though yesterday you did something that worked, you might repeat that same process today and it wouldn't work. But that doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. It just means that you have to be very flexible to understand that this experience is something that as time goes on, you would know it. So as a first time mom, I wish somebody sat me down and told me that, you know what, your baby is growing every day. Your baby is going to change every day. There's something new you have to experience with her every day. So give yourself that grace to understand that this experience you're going through is new to you. It's a new territory. It's a new territory for your baby as well. Your baby have never been in this world before. You've never been a mom before. So you have to give yourself that grace to learn as you go. No matter how many kids you've taken care of and all that, your experience with your baby is totally different because you're responsible for this child 24/7. Exactly. So there's no time off, even in the middle of the night. Which leads me to my next point. Takes time to bond with your baby. I wish somebody told me this at the beginning, because I thought something was wrong with me because I didn't bond with my child. Thankfully, I opened my mouth and I said it. I was like, why is it that I'm not bonding with this child? What is going on? Is it that I don't love my baby? No, I love my baby to death. But because I gave birth to her through C-section, I was battling with my own life to recover from the pain, the cuts and everything, and trying to figure out breastfeeding, trying to figure out feeding, trying to figure out so many things. Everything was happening so fast for me that it was even very difficult for me to bond with her, because by the time I want to sit down and hold my baby, I am exhausted and I'm like, is it that I don't love my child? Thankfully, I spoke up about it and I was told that it's okay. It's okay for you to feel like you are not bonded with your child. I love my child so much now that the bond is even very strong now. But at the beginning, it was so much shock. I went through a lot to have my baby. It was an emergency C-section. So many things did not go as planned. So my body was in shock. I was still trying to heal. My baby was trying to feed. I was trying to figure out breastfeeding. I was trying to figure out formula feeding. How many ounces will she take? The feeding frequency. It was a lot. Thankfully, I had help in the first month, but I thought something was wrong with me, because I thought becoming a mom for the first time, I would be so obsessed with my baby that I would not even want anybody to carry her. I want her to myself. But girl, I just wanted to survive. I just wanted to make sure that I stay alive, because I was bleeding. I was in pain. I was trying to still heal. Although it was exhausting. So I was exhausted. So there was not even enough strength left in me to bond with my baby. But what I did was I started making conscious effort because I noticed that I wasn't bonding with my baby. I started making conscious effort to, hold her, do skin to skin, do all that so that, I can feel that bond. But now the bond is stronger than super glue. Nothing can separate me and my baby now. But at the beginning, it wasn't like that. And so if you're a first time mom and you feel like when you hold your baby, you don't get that bond, that, oh my God, obsession with your baby, it's okay. Your body is trying to heal. Your body has gone through a lot from pregnancy to delivery and all that. So your body is in shock. So it's normal for that to make you feel like, you know what, you just want to take a break from the baby. The baby crying so much and you don't even know what to do. It's okay for you to feel that, you know what, I want some time away from the baby. Babies do not need as much stuff as you think. I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. From one shopaholic to another, that shopping cart that you filled up with baby stuff, I can guarantee you, your baby do not need up to that. That baby registry you filled with so many things, your baby do not need as much stuff as you are putting in that cart. So the first 3 months, don't overbuy things. Yes, I understand that it's our first baby. Our babies deserve the best. But these things, you can buy them as they grow. These children, they grow so fast. So you want to make sure that anything you're buying is something they can use for a period of time. It is not something that will be used within 1 month and you have to replace it. So you have to make sure that you are buying quality over quantity. Don't just buy so many stuff and at the end of the day you don't have a place to put them, or the baby is not even using it, or you even forget that you bought something like that for your baby. I am a shopaholic. I love to shop online. And that is why I'm saying it. I wish somebody told me that to just, take it slow on buying stuff, because I will still need to buy more stuff as she grows up. You can't buy everything in the first 3 months. There's some things you will need to buy as you go. So the basic things your baby needs is what you should focus on, at least for the first 3 months. Everybody's going to turn to advice to a general. Everybody and their mamas is going to become your personal advisor. They would literally be telling you what to do. You shouldn't do it like this. You carry your baby like this. Do it like this. Don't do it like this. Don't give your baby this. Don't give your baby that. Don't give your baby pacifier. Don't give your baby breast formula milk. It's not good for them. It's not this. When you want to bathe your baby, you bathe her like this. There was a lot of advice. Your baby is not gaining weight. If you want your baby to gain weight, you give her this one. You give her that one. And I was like, why is it that you guys are giving me advice that I did not ask for? People will give you so much unsolicited advice. I didn't come to you for any advice. All of a sudden, you're advising me on how to raise my own child. The child I carried inside my tummy for 9 months. Make it make sense now. So that is why I will tell you now that a lot of people will have an opinion or will give you an advice on how to raise your child. I want to tell you this. Do what works for you. Take every advice with a grain of salt. I remember then all I used to do was nod. What I want to do is what I want to do. It's what works for me. Even if you did it and it worked for you when you had your own baby, that doesn't mean that's what I'm going to do for my own child. My point is, at the end of the day, this child is my child, it's not yours. If you're not ready to come and sit down and babysit for me, hold your opinion to yourself. If you are not ready to come and sit down and help me with laundry or help me with something that will make my life easier as well as the babies, keep your advice to yourself. This does not only start while you have your baby. This starts from early pregnancy. Everybody is telling you, hope you are drinking this, hope you are doing this, hope you are doing that, hope you are minding your business too. Because that was just my own energy. Because why would you think I will come to you for an advice when I can go to my doctor if I need advice on something. All of a sudden, everybody is a doctor. All of a sudden, everybody is a midwife. All of a sudden, everybody is in the health department telling you what to do with your body and now telling you what to do with your baby. My darling, don't listen to them. Do what makes you happy. Do what works for you. Don't let anybody pressure you into doing things you're not comfortable with. Your child cannot speak for themselves. You are their mouthpiece. So whatever you say or whatever the father of the child says should be what stands. Every other person's opinion in the gutters, in the ignorere, don't listen. Because everybody will always want to say something. It is left to you to take every advice with a grain of salt and do what works for you. The first month is all about you surviving. It's all about you making sure that your baby also survived with you. I had my baby through C-section, and I remember the first month I was in a lot of pain. I could barely stand up from the bed, get up out of bed normally. It took me extra effort to get in and out of bed. It took me an extra effort to walk. It took me a lot to sit. I could not sneeze. I could not laugh the first month because I had a whole wound down there. And I remember that there was a lot to also do at the same time. I had help. I would not lie about that. But even if with the help I had around, I was too much of a perfectionist that I wanted things to be done in a certain way. And that I wish somebody told me then to just calm down and let people help me. And don't be too focused on perfection. Focus on survival, not perfection. The first month is all about surviving. It's all about making sure that you heal properly as a first time mom. I couldn't do much. It's to heal properly, especially as a C-section mama. You don't want to have your wound reopen and you have to be stitched all over again. So give yourself grace to relax. Your body has gone through a lot in pregnancy. You've gone through a lot during delivery. Now, I know it is easier said than done, but if you find yourself, doing too much, just call yourself back and relax, because that is why you need people around you. Surround yourself with people that can help you. Survivor is the key word for first month. Survivor is the key word, not perfection. I just want to say it again. Survivor is the key word, not perfection. I would say the first 3 months is survival, but the most crucial part is the first 1 month. The first month, you need to just focus more on survival, because by the second month, at least you're getting a hang of it bit by bit. The third month, you're getting there a little bit. So give yourself grace. Focus on yourself. Focus on your baby. If you're a C-section mama, don't do too much, because don't carry too many weights. Don't be doing only King Kong. You can do it. I'm a hardworking woman. I can do everything. Relax. It's enough. Your body has gone through enough already. You also need to relax and let people also help you. Let people take care of you. Don't focus on perfection. Focus on survival. If you've watched to this point, thank you so much. I would like to know in the comment section, what is one thing that shocked you, that you wish somebody told you about motherhood? I'd like to have interaction with you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who is a first-time mom or who is an expectant mother, so that they can get to see this video and understand that they are not just alone. Whatever feeling they have right now is valid, and it only gets better with time.